Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn how to mod Stardew, but not just um, mod Stardew, but also mod it so that it is accessible for us blind people or blind users or whatever. So, the first thing you need to do when you first get Stardew is to launch Stardew without um, anything without doing anything. You need to start Stardew first. So that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to now, mind you, I have modded Stardew for my playthroughs and stuff, so some of this might look a little bit different than yours because I'm doing this from what I had already started with, but I'm trying to do it like as if I hadn't yet. So we're going to open, because if you buy the Steam version of Stardew, your Stardew folder is going to be in C, Program Files, x86, Steam, then Steam Apps, and then Common, and then Stardew Valley. So we're going to go to that folder now. So I'm just going to open the run dialog and type C:\\, which will take us to the directory. And then we're going to find Program Files x86. And we're going to hit enter. And we're going to find Steam. And we're going to hit enter again. And we're going to find Steam Apps. I think I hit S like 3 times. So again, yours might be just a little bit different. So Steam Apps, and then we're going to hit enter. Common is right there. So we're going to hit either space or enter on that. And then hit enter again. And there's my mods folder that I took out so that we can do this from scratch. So ignore my mods folder. So we're going to go, your first thing that you should see in your folder is Stardew Valley. We're going to go into Stardew Valley. And you see all these things. So we're going to go to where it says stardewvalley.exe. And there it is. And we're going to hit enter. And it will open Stardew. There it is. Without the music because I disabled it. So it'll open it, but see, we can't do anything if we did this, right? We can't do anything. It doesn't say anything. We are on the Stardew window. So what we do is, there we go. Now it loaded. We wait till that does that, till it does a little tapping thing, and then we close it. And so then I'm gonna go back from this window to just the Stardew, where it says Stardew and Steam, Share, whatever. So to start working with mods on Stardew, you have to install Smappy. So I'm going to go through how to do that too. So we need to get the latest version of Smappy. It's SMAPI. I think through Nexus, but not sure if we can get Smappy through Nexus. If we can't get Smappy through Nexus, nexusmods.com, I think it is. If we can't do that, then we need to get it from the links that I have been putting in the descriptions of my videos, previous videos. I will try to include it in this one too. In the guide on how to set Stardew Valley up is the link to where you can get Smappy, I think. Well, let's hope. If not, leave a comment or something and I'll try to figure out how to like find it for you and whatever. So anyways, to install Smappy, we need to go to the window where it's at, wherever you have it. Um, and I think you unzip it, and then there's a folder within a folder, and you go in there, and then you go to where it says, you go to where it has all these things like, oops, no, we don't want OBS, we want, Snappy. Okay, so it says internal, install on Linux, install on Mac OS, install on Windows, and README. So we want to go to the one that says install on Windows. It's a .bat file, and so all we're gonna need to do is hit enter, and I will do that in a minute. Just so um, that's what I was trying to explain. So we need to install this. So let's press enter and see what we get.
C. Windows System 32 CMD external blank. Extract and install files. Hi there. I'll open install remove Snappy. Just a few questions first. Color scheme. Auto detect. Where do you want to add or remove Snappy? 1C. Program files. x86. Team Maps Common Stardew Valley. You enter a custom name path. Type the number next to your choice. Then press enter.
So it gives us two options. One, the Steam path that we already have, or another um, custom path if you're using Stardew in another client like GOG or whatever. I'm going to pick one because, well, that's the path we have. And hit enter.
Hi there. I'll open install remove Snappy. Just one question first. Name path. C. Program files. x86. Team Maps Common Stardew Valley. What do you want to do? 1 install Snappy. 2 uninstall Snappy. Type 1 or 2. Then press enter.
So we're going to hit, so our options are 1, install Smappy, or 2, uninstall it. So we're going to hit 1 to install.
That's all I need. I'll install Snappy now. Adding Snappy files. Creating mods directory. Adding bundled mods. Adding console commands. Adding error handler. Adding save backup. Snappy is installed. If you use Steam, set your launch options to enable achievements. See Snappy.io/install. C. Program files. x86. Team Maps Common Stardew Valley. Stardew Modded API guides %command %. If you don't use Steam, launch Stardew Modded API guides in your game folder to play with mods.
Okay. So it gives us this dialog that if we want achievements to copy that path and such in Steam. But right now I'm not interested in that, so the guide also tells you how to do that as well, in case you didn't get it from this window. So we're just gonna hit enter to exit the window.
Snappy 3.15.1 installer. Items list install.
Okay. I am not even going to go through how to download mods from Nexus. You'll just have to figure that out on your own, because it's a little complicated and I just don't want to go through all of that. But we're going to learn how to install or how to mod our Stardew Valley with the accessible
Snappy
mods
3.15.1 installer.
that we use as a blind person.
Common. New button deluxe 1 of 9.
So
Items list. Stardew Valley 2 of 3.
okay, most mods like the Stardew Access mod and the Accessible Tiles mod come zipped. So you have to unzip them and then um sorry about that. um and then the um video, not the video, oh my gosh, I'm not concentrating. Unzip. Oh, and then the folder that's within that folder you copy to your C program files, x86, Steam, Steam apps, Common, and Stardew, and mods. You copy it into the mods folder in Stardew. So I'm going to just copy the ones that I already have unzipped because I'm not, again, unzipping is beyond this tutorial. I mean, if you don't know how to do it, Google is your friend. But um, so I'm just going to go on the assumption that you have unzipped the folder and that that you know that there's a folder within that folder and you're just going to copy them in. So we're gonna go to where my mods folder is.
Mods 1 of 3. Item 2 list. Not scrambled. The fields not selected. 117.
So I have tons of mods, so just, please just, forgive me. So usually I like to back up my mods. So um, if you want to back up the zipped up mods, you can, or if you just want to back up the unzipped mods, you also can do that. But I tend to want to back up everything just because in case my Stardew crashes, which it has been known to do. So we're gonna find Stardew Access.
Sub 99. Save packet 1. Shop tile framework. Show birthday 1. Show camera elevate. Space 4 100. Stack size changer. Stardew access 106 to 117.
There's Stardew Access. We're gonna copy it. Actually, we're just gonna cut it because uh, when you do it, copy though, don't cut. But I'm just gonna cut to make it easier for me.
Item 2 list. Mods 1 of 3.
So then we're gonna go again to C Program Files, x86, and then Steam, and then Steam Apps, and then Common, and then Stardew Valley,
Stardew Valley 2 of 3.
which is where we're at.
Item 2 list. Content not selected. 1 of 265.
And then we're going to go find the mods folder.
Mods 2 of 265.
There it is.
Item 2 list. Control commands not selected. 1 of 3.
See, it already has some mods in here because of the SMAPI thing,
Air handler 2 of 3. Save packet 3 of 3.
all those
Air handler
things.
2 of control commands 1 of
So that needs to stay there. Don't take it out or delete it because otherwise you're going to get errors with SMAPI and you don't want that. So we're going to paste we're going to paste Stardew Access. I don't know
Stardew
why I
access 4 of
said
4.
accessible tiles because we're not doing that yet.
Save packet 3 of 4. Stardew access 4 of 4.
Stardew Access, and there it is. So then we're going to go and paste.
Run dialog. Type the name of a program.
We're
Folder.
going to
Document.
go
Point.
to
Select remove.
C colon backslash
Text. Spacer. C. Item 2 list. Program files. Program files 10 of 17. Program files. X86. 11
program
of 17.
files
Item 2
x86,
list. Steam 33 of 42.
Steam,
Item 2 list. Server 15 of 8. Steam 16 of 8. Steam App 17 of 85.
Steam
Item 2
Apps,
list. Common not selected. 1 of 8. Selected.
Common,
Item 2 list. Mods not selected. 1 of 3.
and there's my
Selected.
mods folder. We're going to select it and hit
Item 2 list. Not
enter.
scrambled. The fields not selected.
And we're going to go find accessible tiles.
Accessible secret notes 52 of 116. Accessible tiles 53 of 116.
Actually, accessible secret notes is also another one that's kind of needed sort of towards end game, but you can ask for it if you're on the Discord, which I will also try. No, which is also in the guide if you need it.
Accessible tiles 53 of 116.
Okay, so accessible tiles, we're just gonna copy it and we're gonna paste it in our mods folder.
Accessible tiles 5 of 5.
And I'm also going to copy. Well, I won't, but I won't for this video, but for um future reference, um copy the mods that you need to um that you want to use or need to use into the folder. Like I said, the path is C program files x86, Steam, Steam apps, Common, and Stardew Valley and mods. So C program files x86, Steam, Steam apps, Common, Stardew Valley, mods. That's the path. With the backslashes in there, of course. Um, so anyway, that is the path where you copy all of your mods into. Okay. Also, just to note, if you get a mod that has numbers in your first folder, like the outside folder, do not copy that folder into your mods folder because it will not work. You have to copy the folder that's inside that folder, if that makes sense. Or if there are multiple folders inside the first folder, you have to copy all of them into your mods folder because otherwise, if you just put the folder with the number in it, it won't work. Um, so there's that. Um, okay. So we're gonna, okay, so now just to launch Stardew, now that it's modded,
Mods 01. Mods. Item 2 list. Anti-social NPC.
I'm gonna close this because we don't
Mods. Items
need
view
it
list.
at the
Accessible files.
moment.
Ops 28.0.3. Mods row 1 column 1 of 2. Ops 28. Mods row 1 column mods. Items view.
Okay, so I'm gonna back out of this.
Items view list. Mods 2 of 265.
So see, now we have this Stardew Valley um, folder with all the things. Oops, I forgot to mute that. Okay, well, it's okay. Um, anyways, we have all these things, so we need to. I hope this still works, but we need to, because I'm gonna launch it through my desktop and not through this at the end of this, so I'm gonna make sure it works. But when you're first starting out, you don't have this as your shortcut, so you need to go to where it says Smappy. Uh, well, let's go do it together.
Save backup 3 of 265. Snappy internal 4 of 206. STL 2.dll. C sharp .dll. Stardew Valley .dll. Stardew Valley Stardew Valley.89. Stardew Valley.pdb. Stardew Valley .config. Stardew Valley.xml. Stardew Valley API. Stardew Valley API.dll 94 of 265.
Oh, you need to go to where it says Stardew Modding API.exe.
Stardew Modding API 95 of 265.
There it is. Or .x as Windows calls it. And you just hit enter on it.
C. Program files. x86. Team Emacs Common Stardew Valley Stardew Modding API external plan.
And see it brings up Smappy.
Snappy Snappy 3.15.1 with Stardew Valley 1.5.6. Built 2018 on Microsoft Windows 11 Home. Snappy mods failure. C. Program files. x86. Team Emacs Common Stardew Valley mods. Snappy waiting for game to launch. Snappy loading mods and data. Snappy loading mods. Snappy loaded 5 mods. Snappy access. Load button.
And so you see it loaded all the mods that we have in our folder. And it brought up Stardew.
Stardew Valley 1.5.6 running Snappy 3.15.1 with 5 mods.
Wow, 5 mods. And I have a ton. So now if we hit left bracket, yeah, left bracket, we get a menu. We get that little tapping sound and we get a menu by hitting A or D, new load. We hit D again, we hit co-op, then exit, then language. If we and back to the new button. If we hit, so far we've been hitting A and D. So if we hit W, there's mute music. We hit D, full screen, disabled. And those are menu items on the when you first start the game. So you're gonna not navigate the game with your regular arrow keys. Your arrow keys in this case are W, A, S, and D. So that's your sort of arrow keys that you're gonna navigate the game with the accessible Stardew thing. Oh, I'm so sorry again. Really, I shouldn't do that. But take me as you have me. So there you go. And to get two things, of course, you're gonna hit left bracket to activate things. So if we wanted to load our game, we would hit left bracket on load. Now, mind you, I'm not going to load my games right now because all of these have different mods that I'm using and I don't want to break them. So if we hit S here, there's our farms. Yes, I have like 10 million playthroughs right now. And the back button. We don't want to delete any of our farms. But if we wanted to, we could hit left bracket and it would give us the option to delete. So we're going to go back. And we're back to the main screen. So that is how you mod Stardew Valley accessibly. You do need Stardew Access and you do need accessible tiles. Those are the most important mods. The rest of the mods, though good, are not as important if you're just starting. Although, I mean, they're useful. Like, there's mods out there that are useful, and a lot of them, if you are on the Stardew on the playability Discord, you can ask for them. If not, the guide that I'm going to try to link at the end of this, in the description of this video, or that is in the descriptions of my other videos, also has a link to the Discord if you want to join it. So that is it for this. I hope that this is helpful to you. If it's not, please leave me a comment and I will try my best to answer your questions as best of to the best of my ability that I can. So thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely be back with another tutorial video at some point. I actually do want to make more tutorial videos because I think they'd be useful instead of just my playthroughs. Though the playthroughs are a thing and I do want to continue doing them, so if you want to go to if you want to find the playthroughs, they're in a playlist called Stardew. These are all going to be in a playlist called Stardew Tutorials. So I hope you enjoy, or I hope this helps. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will um,
Stardew Valley row 2 column 1 3 of top 78.0.3
speak to you at some other point.
Move the focus. Stop recording checkbox checked.